Okay, so what's the portion of the Gemini images for Georgetown ads? That's now nothing in there because we haven't created them yet. So once we create them, let me fix that name. Why is it doing that? Okay, now we're gonna go open Gemini and we're gonna start taking the prompts that we just created and putting them inside of Gemini. Chat with Gemini. Use Gemini. Continue. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the first prompt.
Can I
I
ask
do
a
not
quick
want
question?
you. Yeah, go right ahead.
Why, I maybe have missed this, why are we using Gemini here as opposed to ChatGPT? I know you use...
Gemini is the best at creating free images.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
By far. It's not even close. Okay, so on your prompts that you got back from Gemini or from Sora Video Prompter, I do not want you to put any text on top of your images. So if it says overlay text like mine does right here, I do not want that. So I'm going to copy and paste just this portion right here. Photorealistic DSLR, quality wide angle, front angle elevation of a Texas style single family home, big natural daylight, blue sky, blah, 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 right? Copy and paste that. Then we're gonna go into Gemini, paste it, enter. Now it's using Nano Banana. The free version of Nano Banana you'll get through Google. There's a paid version of Nano Banana that's over the top. It looks like human beings, like that looks like a real house. So if I don't like that house, I just change the prompt here and just say, you know what, I want this to look, right now it's saying Texas style single family home. That's very Texas style single family home. I'm gonna download the full size. Okay, it goes generate image. It doesn't name it the way we want it to, so I have to open this. Just to be transparent, I gotta open this every single time. And I'm gonna rename this to Texas style. Okay, now that moved into down here, I need to move that into that folder. So I'm gonna move this to, let's move. All right, I'm just gonna go to documents and then move it into here. Okay, first one's done. Now second one. But you can see the quality of the images that it creates are kind of off this planet, how real they look. And how fast it is. Like, how good is that?
Good.
So the portion where you can get where they know it's an AI image, which is a second step we're gonna go through later on, we're gonna crop all of these to where we take the Gemini logo out. And or you throw it in Canva and remove it. Your choice on how you want to do it. So I'm gonna download this one and I'm gonna label this Texas Brick. So I'm gonna do about 5 of these for the sake of our time today. I would, in your case, if you're trying to get all these read up, I would go run every single one of these prompts. You're gonna pick your favorite 10. What we're gonna end up doing, this is definitely notes to write down. When we get to the ads that we set up, the way that Meta works, there's campaigns. Underneath campaigns, you have what are called ad sets. Underneath ad sets, you have the actual ads. So we're gonna make one campaign. We're gonna make 2 ad sets. We're gonna make 10 ads. 5 ads per ad set. FY, that's probably the best gold I'm gonna give you on this entire call. Meta doesn't like when you stack multiple ads inside of an ad set. Your cost per lead will go up if you have too many ads inside of one ad set.
That is the best explanation I've heard in 13 years of.
Phenomenal.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Yep. Campaigns is the first level. Second level is going to be the ad set. Third level are going to be the ads. The way I want you building your ads to make sure they perform the best, you're going to make one campaign per topic that you're focused on. I said redo that. You may have a just reduced, just listed, just sold, houses need to sell. Those can be different ads under the same campaign. You run the campaigns for about 5 to 7 days. So going back to the top, campaigns is number one. You're gonna have 2 ad sets under the campaign. You're gonna have 5 ads in each ad set, total of 10 ads. No more than that. So run 20
2
images.
in a campaign?
Say that again?
You said 2 per campaign, 2 ad sets?
2 ad sets per campaign,
Okay.
5 ads per ad set. Okay, so I got this image here. I'm gonna save that one. Downloads, I don't know what it's saved as. So let me figure out what that is. Open Gemini. I'm gonna label this one as, I don't know, brick. Texas brick.
When Gemini asks you what type of illustration you want, it says illustration, photorealistic.
A photorealistic.
Okay, photorealistic.
Photorealistic is what you see on my screen. It may then ask you, like, remember yesterday when we were looking at gammas, and you could do photorealistic, you could do line art, you could do 3D art. That's what it's basically asking you. You want to make sure all these images are photorealistic. If it asks you. And so if you get some like off the wall looking house that looks like it's cartoon, prompt back to Gemini that you need to make sure that all your photos are realistic. So Keith, thanks for asking that. All right, let's go back. We got that one created. Now the next one. We're gonna do a modern Texas suburban home with great curb appeal. So we got a different look. Copy that. Now we're gonna go put that in here. Like, that looks unreal.
Hey,
and
Matt,
you can see how fast. Yeah.
is the Nano Banana you're using the free version or a?
Since I have G Suite, I get Nano Banana upgrade. So if you're using Google G Suite, you're gonna get Nano Banana included.
What if you're not?
Let's
Will
find
they
out.
be this good?
Find out, I guess. If it's not,
Okay.
well, I'll give you. We can look it up real quick though. Is Nano Banana free?
I actually just tried it and mine's is coming out just as clear as yours, and I don't pay for the extra. I just use the regular Gemini.
Perfect.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I got that one there. I'm gonna download that.
Hey Matt, so when I put this GPT account, the personal one or the business one?
I have personal.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go run 2 more of these, and then we're gonna be done. I want to get a 2-story in here, so I'm gonna do that one. What I'm trying to do is get variation. I don't know if you guys have made images on ChatGPT compared to Nano Banana, but you can see how fast this happens compared to ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah. ChatGPT takes sometimes a minute or 2.
Correct. So doing it here just saves so much time, and the quality's better.
The quality is so
here-
much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm going to say rename. That'll be my 2-story. And I'll say the exterior is brick. Let's give it a little colonial look. Okay. And then now let's do one more. I want to get one that's like very different. Luxury, perfect. Here, there, got it.
I notice it's really important to say, no people, no cars, no clutter.
Again, we got that because we went to Sora. So Sora put that in for us. So that's kind of cool with the sky. download full-size image. If, for example, if this ad did not do well from this image, I would switch this image out and tell AI I want a clear sky.
Yeah, bright blue skies always sell better.
So like for the example of this, I would say instead of...
Can you add in
Like skies, what it says.
Sorry, Connor, go ahead.
Can you add in sunsets and things like that, or just keep
Oh
it?
yeah, we'll do it right now. I can type it, we could edit.
Still not there, bud.
I know, I'm freezing cold. My office right now is so cold.
No telling what
I had a
that
moment there,
sunset's
I
gonna look
apologize.
like.
What'd you say?
No telling what the sunset dusk
Yeah,
feel is
we'll
gonna
find
look
out.
like. Oh, look at that.
It understands
So,
Matt can't type.
So then we download that. We'll save that one as luxury sunset. And if we needed to throw on something additional here, because we got a 2-car garage, it looks like, unless there's a side profile here, I'm going to say, can you make this a 3-car garage?
Agreed.
Now it's going to just try to stretch the image out a little bit for us, but make the house slightly smaller, and it plays with it perfectly. It's going to be, if we get some funky things, we'll edit it. But now we worked out perfect. So we got 2-car here. It's going to say there's a garage here probably, but we're specifying it there. Instead, let's say change the floor plan of the home to where I can see a 3-car garage from the street. So the images that you're going to be having on these ads are the first thing people are looking at. They do not look at descriptions first. We're all guilty of it. We don't look at the descriptions. We just look at the image of the ad or with the image of the post. Okay, you know what? I'll play with this. That's good enough for me for now. The windows will get me too excited. So I'm going to go download the full size. Open that one up. Save that. I'm going to label this as 3-car garage.
Call it a 4-car. Who knows? Those doors might be extra wide.
See, this is what we got sharing here. Sunset, luxury. Okay. So now I'm gonna move that 3-car garage. Move that over here. Documents. Move that into Gemini. So inside Gemini, I got 3. So I'm missing some type of photo somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna just move those images over for the shits and giggles of it. Okay, I got 5. So now what's next on our list of to-dos? So I'm gonna minimize this. I'm gonna go back to our original step-by-step process. All right, next we gotta create direct response headlines and copies. So tap learn more for best practice, CTA templates, buyer and seller versions, matching the right image to the right offer. So depending on the market you're in, you're gonna have a different call to action. If you've got low inventory, you're gonna wanna say, these houses are selling fast, get them while you can. Again, better than I just said that, but that would be a focus. High inventory, we're gonna be focusing on reduced homes. So you need to look at, if you wanna go to, sorry, say that again. Oh, so say for example, I'm gonna go back to my original chat. Here, I am no longer gonna be in Sora. I wanna go back to normal chat. Okay, so here I'm gonna chat. Now I need you. Okay, what we're going to end up doing is we're going to upload those images back into here. So I'm going to go add images, add photos and files, documents, Gemini, Command Alt, open.
Can I point out you didn't have a single typo in that sentence? Not
Thank
one,
you.
Matt.
You know, I just got to rub my hands a little bit, got a little bit warmer. I'm also just a dumbass that doesn't have a jacket on right now, but it's okay. All right, so now it's going to analyze the images. And what we're going to end up doing is copying and pasting these. All right, this is perfect. So you're going to have a headline and you're going to have a description. This is what the meta ads are going to require. You're going to first have a headline, then you're going to have a description. The part we'll get into on the second call is how we create the actual form they fill out inside of Meta. Meta will reward you for not taking the consumer off of Meta. So ads that do click more here and it sends them to a booking site on their website. Those are higher cost per leads because they stay less in the sequence on Meta. If we create the contact form on Meta, we have that form then redirected back to our CRM or we capture the information, but they go through a series of steps. And then once the actual Meta portion is over, then they can click on a button at the end that says, do you want to see your searches now? Then they can click on see their searches. And or we're going to then be we will already have reached out to them as soon as they submit that card from Meta to our CRM, because we're going to have an automation. As soon as the Meta ad comes in, we send message out, AI agents monitoring that to then take the conversation. And I'm going to walk you guys on how to set up the integration, how to build the card. That's in the next series.
And is that a lead ad that keeps them on Facebook?
Yep. Okay. So image number 1, Texas Modern Ranch Sunset. View all listed homes and city name, tap learn more. I don't love that. Think of this as direct response marketing. We're not getting direct response marketing, so I need to prompt this a little bit better. I want direct response marketing on all of these headlines and descriptions.
And real quick, were we supposed to copy something right before we put the, now I need you to provide me the headlines and descriptions, or we just start with that?
Start with this for now.
Okay.
What we were copying was actually, if we're being, like if I'm being over detailed, we grabbed all of, where did I put it? Hold on. Minimize it somewhere. We grabbed all of these images and then we had those images saved. Now we're writing the prompts for the headline and the description, but we uploaded the photos into ChatGPT.
Okay, perfect.
So it's analyze the images and then we're going to create. Now we're going to tell it, since the prompts that it came back with were not exactly, or the prompts are the right word, the actual headlines and actual descriptions were what I like. We're now going to be give it more detail and say, I want direct response marketing on all these headlines and descriptions. In my area, I have high inventory. So I want to focus on price reductions, where I will be sending them an IDX saved search for all recently reduced homes in Georgetown, Texas. I will add this prompt right here into that Google Doc for you guys. Put that. Okay, it's on section 2 of part 1. So here, I put the prompt right there. You would just change out Georgetown, Texas to your city name. Okay, so let's go back to GPT. I'm going to tell it to send that. This is perfect. So that is the type of headline you want. That grabs the consumer attention way more than the last one. So I don't know, let's use Russ. You're going to be my go-to on this one. if you saw an ad and you were you saw an ad for Lakeway and you saw these prices, reduced homes in Lakeway must sell ASAP, compared to you all just listed luxury homes in Lakeway. Which one grabs your attention more?
Oh, the other one.
Yes. Okay, so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to take a copy and paste of these right here. And I'm going to then save that back to my original document. I would suggest you guys make another version of the document so you're not editing everyone else's document. So create a copy of that document so that you can have your own version. So way of doing that, if I do this right here, I'm going to go File, make a copy. I'm going to label this, instead of the lab, I'll just call it Matt Kemp's. You're welcome to save it in the folder here. It's a shared folder between all you guys and we can collaborate. So feel free to share it there, it's fine. But just make a copy and say whose it is. Make a copy. I'll share with the same people. Sure, make a copy. And then in here, what I'll do is underneath that, I'm gonna paste it below my prompt. Oh, I didn't get the paste. Let's go back to here. Nope, this one. Okay. That gave me some really ugly version of that. So I'm gonna go delete that, Command Z, and then we're gonna enter that in enter, and I'll put it up here. And I'll make that no numbers. Define, remove numbers from this text, and these are prompts for GPT. I don't know if you guys ever use AI inside of your documents. It'll then, you tell it what to do, it'll make the changes for you. So I'm gonna say insert. So now it should have cleaned up. It did not. All right, Command Z. So I want to clean the document up because then I'm gonna need this later.
You know, it just occurred to me that it probably looks like I'm drinking wine at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm not. It's just juice.
It's okay. You can. It's okay. I know.
Nobody judge me.
Somebody's getting drunk somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yes, but it's only 9:47 here.
It just wants to add the numbers. All right, I'm moving past this. I'm not wasting time on it. All right, so those are my descriptions I would then grab. Okay, so now on our checklist, what's the next thing for us to do? Clean version of up here. Now we're getting a funnel view of what we're actually going to end up doing. We got about 13 minutes left. Okay, add instant form IDX CRM AI agent. So to prepare for next meeting, I want to make sure you guys know how to set up your Facebook, and we easily can log in so we don't have any delays. So when you go to Facebook, I never know my password for Facebook, so we're gonna have to do a reset password for me, but that's a me problem. Yep. Okay. Enter code. Send me code. There we go. And what you're going to end up going to, I'm going to have you probably bookmark this to save time, to make it very simple for all of us, is meta advertising and where we built that. Now I need notifications, make sure it's me. Yes, it's me. Wow. Come on. Just approved it. Let's go. It's funny, I do trust this device every single time. Never trust. Zero trust for the meta. Okay. All right, so then once you're in, on the left side, you're gonna see all your different things you do. I need you to Ads Manager. You click Ads Manager. Once you're in Ads Manager, remember we were talking about campaigns, ad sets, ads? Campaigns is what we're going to start with next week. So you'll see all my different campaigns I've ever had here. The way to know if you are on the correct campaign, see these little check boxes here? If I click a checkbox for, let's say it's promoting Cedar Park Apartments, okay? If I click this, now it's only going to show me the ad sets for that campaign. That was the only ad set I had for that campaign. So then I'll check this one again. Now it's going to show me the ads I had for that ad set. I had one ad. This was back in the days I first got my license, and no, just kidding. This was me creating apartment lead generation for the team. So here, and then I have the ad. So what we're going to end up doing is, we got some time, so I'll show you. We're going to make sure you're on the right ad account first as well. If you are on a personal account, your cost per lead will go down. If you go to a business page, they will charge you more. Do it on a personal account. So I'm on Matthew Kemp's. I'm on this ad account. Sure, I have my other ones, but I'm gonna go off Matthew Kemp's. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go create the campaign. What we wanna do is leads. We're gonna click leads here. We're gonna click continue. All right, this is the part where everyone gets like, oh my God, this is the Facebook part. Everyone hates this part. What do I do from here? Okay, first we're gonna name the campaign. So I'm gonna call this campaign December 2025. It's almost 26, that's crazy. 2025, and let's call it recently reduced Georgetown, Texas. If you guys want to play with other topics that you can do for homes that, for markets that have a ton of inventory, low interest rates are also low cost per leads, and you get a ton of leads from those. So featuring new construction homes, if you want to go do quick turns on some new constructions, that is another way of doing this. So instead of doing the recently reduced, you could say, I have all the lowest interest rates, because we've already talked to all the builders. If you want the lowest interest rates, contact us directly. We'll show you exactly which builders have the lowest interest rates. And all you have to do is do your recon. So let's say, for example, I'm going to use Sean for the example. Let's say Sean's up in Liberty Hill and he goes to Lariat, which is a newer subdivision up in Liberty Hill. There's 9 builders in there. Sean can go through at each one of them and figure out what their incentives are. He makes notes of those. So now he's going to go build his notes back into the AI agent on the knowledge base and say, we know where all the lowest interest rates are for the builders and the best incentives are. Feel free to respond back to this message, and we'll send you directly to who the best builders or the best opportunities are for incentives. Inside the AI agent, we're going to tell the agent not to release those incentives, because Sean needs to release those to be able to get a call to action to set an appointment with that lead. Sean would then be able to have a conversation with the AI agent, have him do his thing. AI agents then set the appointment with the consumer. Sean may require that he does a Zoom before they meet so he can get an IBS in Texas, buyer rep, all that stuff signed, so he doesn't need to do it at the new construction home. He'll then get that process started via Zoom. They'll schedule the appointment via Zoom. You would build the AI agent out ahead of time with the mention of scheduling a Zoom before. So you need to think through this process. So start from the end and go this way on how you want to work your business. So for me, I always like to do Zooms ahead of time. I want to get the buyer rep signed, IBS signed. So when I go to the house, there is a full understanding that I am about to go close this. If you want to throw lending in there, you're welcome to. I don't suggest it. Reason I don't suggest it on an online lead, as soon as you say, let's get you pre-approved, there's a high chance that you don't even get to meet the individual and you lose the opportunity. It is worth it, your time to go spend the risk of the first time to go meet them in person. And then if you end up having to find out that they want to buy a house and they have to get pre-approved, you say, phenomenal, I'll get you pre-approved with, I don't know, Chesmar Homes, and Chesmar Homes will walk you through the process of getting pre-approved through their go-to lender. I'm now going to have a pre-approval letter if they get approved on hand. Now I'm more comfortable. They decide they don't even want new construction and they want me to go negotiate seller concessions. Now they're my client. I don't even care anymore. All I care about right now is that I got them as a client. We got them through the process. I have a pre-approval now. Now we're golden. I converted an online lead. I have them locked into a buyer representation agreement. That is the reason why I don't suggest pushing lender up front. It is worth it. Again, I'm going to just emphasize it is worth the 25 to 30 minutes that you're going to spend with them to find out if they've been pre-approved or not. You are FaceTime now. You're not having to play the game where I'm texting you. I don't even know if you're real. Get past that. Okay, so now we're on this part. Let's go back to the campaign. Campaign name is December 2025, recently reduced, Georgetown, Texas. Buying type, I want it to be auction. Campaign objective is leads. Campaign budget. So you're going to set a maximum budget for the campaign or the ad set budget. The different from this, your campaign may have multiple different ad sets. Like we said, it might have 2. So the campaign will distribute the funds across everything. The ad set budget would be distributing to the set ads. So we have 5 ads in each ad set. So if I click ad set budget, it might be different than what it might end up being. I'm going to tell you to suggest do a campaign budget. That'll give you better perspective on understanding where you're going to be at. So if I put in a daily budget here of $20, 20 bucks times 30, just for simple, easy math, is going to be $600 per month. If you want to have good quality leads, I would say 35 to 50 bucks is really good. If you go more than that, you're going to be like, let's rock and roll. I got the leads coming through. Start with a maximum of 50 bucks per day. Get some closings under your belt. Only do what is comfortable for you. Do not stretch, because these ads need to be performing, and you're going to want to recreate these ads every single week. So you're going to run for 5 to 7 days. You're going to monitor these ads. You're going to see which one of the ads is performing the most, and the ones that are not performing, we're not going to waste budget on. So for example, let's say I make the 10 ads under the 2 ad sets, so 5 and 5. Let's say 3 are performing on the first one, 2 are performing on the other. I'm going to turn 2 off over here, 3 off over here. I'm not going to spend money on those ones, and I'm going to focus on the ones that are converting. All of that data and reporting will go into Meta. Slight sell for a second. If you are a Zillow client, all that reporting goes into a Zillow. You don't need to leave a Zillow. If you're in Go High Level in general, it's inside of there. It's not a special thing to a Zillow. I built a custom dashboard for you guys in a Zillow, but if you want to have the general version from Go High Level, it has it too. So in this section here, I'm going to set it for 50 bucks. Question, can everyone here run long 10 minutes? Anyone got a bounce? Okay.
Yeah, I got a bounce.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go through this portion. We'll pick up here next week for those that got a bounce. Okay, so what we're gonna end up doing here, daily budget, 50 bucks. Special ad categories, very important. We are a special ad category. We're housing. So we're gonna click housing right here. This is also a good thing for you at the same time. Yes, we're gonna have requirements within housing, but now we're actually gonna promote it to people who are looking at housing. So it's a win-lose. You're gonna get the right people to look at it. You have more requirements because you're a real estate agent advertising. Okay, if you're interested, you can look at how do I declare, What are the categories and options? You can look at the stuff you want to. Don't need to though. Click next. Now I'm at the top. Do you see how it says ad set name? I'm making my first ad set now. So I'm gonna call this recently reduced Georgetown. I probably should give it a date, December. Okay, that's gonna be the name of the ad set. Now, Facebook page. I'm going to do this to either Matt Kemp's Realtor or Lone Wolf Realty Group. For me, I'm gonna do this. I've done a lot of stuff here. I hate how I have the underscores. I can change that easily. Bad on me, I haven't changed it. I'm gonna do this at Lone Wolf Realty Group because I have a shitload of reviews that go to Lone Wolf Realty Group. I'll look a little better there. So I'm gonna click Lone Wolf Realty Group. So clarifying here, to be able to run Facebook ads, you need to have a page. A page is different than your account. So if you need to, to prepare for next week, go create a Facebook page if you don't already have one. If you don't have one, there's 4,000 million YouTube videos out there on how to make a Facebook page.
That's why I didn't understand what you were saying earlier about use your personal
account to create the ad, not your business account. So you can have a business account on Facebook that you can create accounts on. So for example, if I logged into a Zulio's business account as my login, that would be a business account. I logged into Matt Kemp's personal account, but I have a page associated to my personal account.
Yeah.
Following? So here, there has to be a page. You can name this page.
Yeah. So I just have my personal and my page. That's it.
Perfect. Easy. Lone Wolf Realty Group. We're going to maximize the number of conversion leads. There's multiple other things you can choose from here. Just select this one for now. You do not need any rule sets. Right here where it says show more options, click the drop down there. There's nothing under there. Okay, whatever. Dynamic creative. This needs to be off. Whenever Meta asks you to do these kind of dynamic creatives or AI suggestions, turn all that off. It'll make your price per lead go through the roof. When do we want the start date to be? So for us in this scenario, if we're actually gonna schedule this out, we're gonna go live on the 18th. Just click the 18th. That's when we're gonna publish all these ads out. What time do we want, when do we want an end date to happen? We don't want an end date. So we're gonna turn off end date. And I'm gonna put my start time as, I don't know, I'll put it 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Not CST, so I'm not sure why it's doing that. Maybe it's 14. Maybe if I click here. Sorry, I'm having trouble right now. I'm either a bug or something. I'll just set it for, I need to go to PM. Oh, there we go.
Hey Matt, is the only reason I only have an ad thing is on my business page. Now the business page, it does, when I click the campaigns, it does go to my personal account there, but it's my business page, not our business. I log into both using the same email and everything.
Have you had success? Have you ever done ads before?
Just once.
Did you have success out of it? And what was your average cost per lead?
I was an idiot, so I'd have to dig into it to look, but
I can go. You and I can one-on-one on that one.
Yeah,
I would suggest if you can have it under a personal, personal
I'll see if I
Facebook
can figure
login.
that out by next week.
Yeah, personal Facebook login. Actually, yours shouldn't matter as long as it's a page. Do it the way where you already have it. It's very easy for you to do it.
Okay.
Monitor your cost per lead in the first week. If your cost per lead gets north of $7, we need to fix that.
All right. Yeah, I won't be running anything other than some of the course that I have yet to finish building until after I move. So it's no rush.
Got it. Okay. Here's the important part right here. Locations. We're going to click edit. We're going to click a general area. Special housing rules requires 40 kilometers. So I'm going to type in Georgetown. Let's see if it allows for that. And when you type in Georgetown, you're going to want the DMCA. Place. How big is this? Postal code, location must include all areas within 15 miles, city or address. I need to drop this down here. Do you guys see how I did that? So Georgetown, Texas, drop it down. You can, what's the conversion of 40 kilometers? Those 24.85 miles. So I'll put this at 25. Okay, so 25 miles gets me that area.
Now, why do you move it to 25 instead of leaving it at 15?
Facebook requires 40 kilometers as the range under special housing.
Oh, I thought it was only 15. Okay.
I'll double check that. I've been doing ads for a while. I would love for it to be, I'd love to be wrong because then we can get more narrow focused on the location.
I've been doing 15 for like 10 years or whatever.
Okay, perfect. I love that. Okay, they'll keep it 15. I'll confirm that for you guys on for next week. If I zoom in though, and I look at the area, is that the area that I want to be focused on? So for example, I don't really go north of where my cursor is right here. I'll get a little of that area that I don't want, and it might make more sense for me to actually choose another location that's a little bit further southwest, because that's going to give me the areas I actually want to cover. So I may actually type in and remove Georgetown here by clicking here. Let's type another one in. Let's say I did Leander, Texas. Okay, so Leander gets me on the lake. Do not be on water.
I just looked it up. It's 15.
Perfect. So Leander's actually going to hurt me because I get into portions of the lake. I get wasted areas there. There's no real estate on water, unfortunately, unless you're selling water rights, but most likely not on Facebook. Georgetown might be my highest option. The only thing I can think of is maybe do Round Rock. What I'm trying to show you is an example of what it would look like if I changed locations.
That's what it did. That's
Round
what you
Rock might
wanted,
be my best option, but I lose Liberty Hill if I do that. So just play with your locations of cities in your areas to where the coverage map is what you want. Okay, and then from there, I'm gonna go with Georgetown for now. Scroll down, Advantage plus audiences. Do not turn that on. You want your audience definition right here. Make sure that's broad. There's your estimated audience size. That's great. For an ad to perform, it needs to have over 30,000 audience size. Placements, show more settings. We're going to put it on all devices, all platforms. Placement controls, no skippable ads included. If you turn this off, your cost per lead will go up. So if you don't want them to go to click, you can turn that off. Just know your cost per lead will go up. All right, the rest of this looks good. So I would then click next. We'll jump into the next portion on our next call, where we're going to be jumping into creating the ads. And then you'll see the previews. And this is where we create the image, create ad, and we'll start adding in the actual media we created, the headlines, the descriptions, and then we'll be kind of close, ready to go live with Meta. We will not go live with Meta until the CRM, the AI agent, the automations are all ready to rock and roll, and the integration's already built. Okay. All right, I'll get this recording stopped right now.